Hello, 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 and welcome to CAT Newscat News. It's rather sad today because, I had come across a very disturbing story about former Idols winner Noma. But first, before we get into it, if you're watching right now and you haven't clicked subscribe as yet, please do so. Hit subscribe at the bottom right of the screen so that you don't miss out on any of the latest and, of course, the trendiest news ever. My name is Zandi Wardle and I am your host. Okay. So my researcher sends me a link to a story online by celebs, and I'm just going to read it quickly for you. And I quote. The argument around whether winning idols essay is a blessing or curse has been ongoing on social media for many years. As with every season, fans of the show inquire about previous winners. While we've seen some succeed after the show, there really is no telling which direction the winner's journey could take after the competition. In the year 2016, Idol's winner Noma Khumalo's journey seemed to be taking off quite well. However, the 25-year-old's music career seems to be heading southward as of late. Tweets were in a frenzy after a photo of Noma's debut album Joy showed quite an embarrassing price reduction from its original price of 109 rand 90 to a mere 5 rands. The photo was retweeted by fellow musician Busiswa on her timeline on Twitter. Tweeps were not happy with the revelations of the current state of Noma's music career. It was also reported that the KwaZulu-Natal born musician has parted ways with her record label Gallo. The separation is, I can't see, it was cropped out there. It was settled rather in February 2019, unquote. Whew. So, you know what? I'm going to tell you one thing for sure before we get into the comments that really were interesting here. First of all, an artist is a creative being. And I think the artist's job is to be, or should be rather, to actually produce music and carry themselves and in a very professional manner, and also deliver according to the deadlines and expectations, and also just show up and just respect their job. But I don't think it should be an artist's job to actually promote themselves and to book themselves on tour and to increase sales and everything like that. Usually when an artist is very successful, usually there's somebody working 10 times, 100 times, and even 1,000 times behind the scenes to make sure that that artist is great. Most of our greatest and successful artists, we just see them and we think it's all their work, but somebody and some people and a group of people are working behind the scenes tirelessly to make sure that that artist succeeds. And if it's here that as it's stated here that Norma has seemingly part ways with her label, so maybe that's the reason for the increasing price, I mean, the shocking price decrease. So because, if you can't manage yourself, you can't take care of sales and also worry about your voice and your appearance and also worry about lyrics and also worry about producing a new material. You just cannot. Somebody has to work behind the scenes tirelessly to make sure that you get it right. Otherwise, I'm just going to get to some of the comments here by fans on Twitter. Brightback Amahle Tabete said, I quote, indeed, but the record labels are also to blame, and it would be good for artists to assist Noma, unquote. And I definitely second that. And then Summer Live rather said, jokes always on the artist. This and then sad emoji, a broken heart. And then Howie Moeti says, this is sad, and then broken heart as well, unquote. And then Jabulani Gambu says here, I quote, this is heartbreaking. These problematic record labels that exploit young talent exist primarily for profit, not to boost artists' careers, yet they make money off them. Bona, they are out here flexing and living lavishly while they are destroying and killing young talent, unquote. And I definitely second that as well. I think it's just the business aspect of it, and I feel like until there's a remedy to solve this thing, it's gonna happen. As you could see, recently MT came out to talk about his pain, even pretty ugly, they were on Real Goboza to talk about their struggles, and now we see the struggle with Noma, and it's so sad. I mean, it's even embarrassing to have your CD moved from 109 rands to 5 rands. Why can't they just remove it out of the shelf? I feel like it's rather insulting to have such a thing done to you. I'm definitely going to depression, because I'm also an artist, and I do understand. I do understand. I try to do everything on my own, and it's still difficult. I'm still striving to get there on my own, and it's still difficult until you find people who are really going to back you up. It's difficult. And to have your CD's price money reduced in such a way, I'd have somebody fight for me to just get it off the shelves, because really, this is really ridiculous. It's not fair. They're not thinking about the artist. They're not thinking about the pain they're causing the artist, because this is hard work, and having your name dragged down like this is not good. But otherwise, let me know what you think of this story, and if there's any words that you want to send out to Noma just to encourage her at this point, because she's human and these things really can affect a person. Just put your comments below on the comment section, and just send out your love to Noma. And otherwise, if you're watching and haven't clicked subscribe yet, please do so. Hit subscribe at the bottom right of the screen so that you don't miss out on any of the latest and, of course, the trendiest news ever. My name is Zandi Oral, and I am your host. Cheers and God bless.